AluExcel, the world's leading brand in aluminium hard surface edge restraints. What are the benefits of using this system over the traditional approaches of restraining tarmacadam or paving? And how is it installed to harness these benefits in the best possible way? We worked with a highways-approved surfacing contractor in order to fully analyse the product. This clip goes over the installation of a small section of roadway that was constructed in its entirety in just 7 hours, from weed-covered site to finished tarmacadam servicing. It helps to illustrate not only the benefits and the potential in the system, but also the best practice for installation. The site is cleared, levelled, and a well-compacted sub-base material, such as recycled crushed concrete or Type 1, is laid. It is important at this stage to ensure that the sub-base extends beyond the point at which the edging will be installed, to ensure that the trim has a firm fixing. We recommend about 100 to 150 mm. The edge of the area to be surfaced is now marked out and the edgings installed. Due to the flexibility of the edgings, even the most intricate of designs can usually be achieved, and simple curves and radii are extremely easy to set out. The system is a dry fix install and does not require wet concrete or adhesive. However, it is important to lay a 5 to 10 mm race of sharp sand beneath the foot of the edging to ensure continuous support of the edging. No other materials are required for installation. Due to the ease of simply nailing the 2.5 meter lengths to the sub-base, the edging can be laid very efficiently, approximately at a rate of 30 to 40 meters per hour. The foot of the edging is always laid under the hard surfacing, or in the case of two hard surfaces, for example, paving to tarmac, the first hard surfacing to be installed. Once the 2.5 meter length is screeded into the sharp sand to the correct level, the 250 mm spiral nails are installed at roughly 500 mm centres. The nail should go down firmly into the compacted MOT or Type 1 and the edging tightly secured to the sub-base. It helps at this stage to leave the last nail at the end of the length until the next section has been connected and laid in place. Cutting the edging is carried out using a suitable grinder or a hacksaw. Joining the lengths together is simply carried out using the connector strip. This is a small length of aluminium that aligns the edging lengths but still allows for lateral movement. And further to this, a 3 to 5 mm gap should be left between each 2.5 meter length to allow for the small amount of expansion that often occurs. This detail is important when using hot laid tarmacadam. Once the lengths have been connected, a fixing spike should be nailed in either side of the joint and hammered down firmly. To curve the edging, it is often better to pre-bend or pre-stress the length before nailing into place. This does not have to be the exact radii, and it is important not to bend it beyond the radii required. Once this has been done, the length is connected to the previous and secured into the sub-base, working along the edging and fixing into the shape required. Preformed corners are an accessory that can be provided with the edgings, and making stalling corners extremely easy. However, these can be created by miter cutting the edging, folding the connector strips and connecting firmly together. Once the edging is installed, the surfacing is ready to be laid. In the case of the small area that we set out here, the edgings were laid completely before the tarmacadam was started. However, on a larger scheme, the edgings could be laid in front of the surfacing team and thus maximise productivity. Here, a base course of 50 mm was laid first and rolled in, followed by a 25 mm wearing course. Both layers were compacted using a vibrating roller. to ensure the surfacing was to a high standard. When using compaction rollers close to the edging, it is advisable to run the first pass 50mm clear of the edging, with the vibration turned off to pinch the edging into place. Following this, the tar macadam can be fully compacted using the vibrating function on the roller, and on the wearing course, the roller is usually run over the edge of the edging to ensure full compaction right up to the edge of the surfacing. In conclusion, AluExcel brings you significant benefits when installing edgings, due to the speed of installation, ease of handling, effective creation of smooth curves, and improved visual finish. AluExcel, simple, strong, effective.